Hey guys, how's it going? Hope everything is going well. So, wanted to do a quick video update on the case for buying graded silver. And the thing is that the last few years I've been involved aggressively in sports cards. And one of the reasons why I've been buying sports cards is because, people my age are starting to get back into it. In 2019, I was buying, I told all of you guys, this Patrick Mahomes Optic Holo PSA 10, the $140 card, something like that, and now the card has skyrocketed. Granted, he's played well. Yes, we've had stimulus checks and whatnot. Increase in money supply has led to the increase in the price of these cards. I do believe these cards are going to be in a bubble. And, I'm going to segment into graded silver, but before I do, I need to show you another example. I just bought this, a month ago, and Magic Johnson, 1986 PSA 10 Fleer. This is one of his good cards in my opinion, and it's an 8 out of 10, so it's still a decent card. And the thing is that the MJ cards are going up in value, and in addition to that, the other cards are also, and Magic Johnson's going to have a documentary, so I expected the price would go up. Bought it at $260 with tax a month ago about. And, one of the auctions the other day sold at $710. So this market is irrational, and, I believe the bubble will pop in a few years. So what I'm slowly but steadily doing is I'm starting to unload some of these cards, and I'm trying to get into graded silver because yes, there is demand, but silver's still at $27. So just imagine, looking at something like this. This is a 1986 Silver Eagle MS 69, and I'm going to try to implement the same strategies that I did for graded cards and looking at graded silver. So the Silver Eagles 1986 is technically the first year, or is the first year for Silver Eagles, and those are the most in demand. And if you look at my card strategy investment, or how I invest in cards, I look at rookies that are potentially going to be in high demand in the future. And I do know that there's a supply limitation. They only print X amount of cards per year, and X amount of cards get graded, and X amount of cards get a high grade. I tend to buy high grade cards. 8, 9s, or 10s. So that being said, looking at Silver Eagles, the population is high. What they made was 5 million coins about in 86, and the population size is somewhat high for the MS69, which is like a PSA 9 for those that invest in cards. So 162,000. Based on what I saw, this is a NGC certified, so that's high. So I'm thinking, okay, I have one of these, it's all right. But here's the thing about Silver Eagles. There was a Freedom of Information Act last year, and in that they determined that the Silver Eagles were actually minted in San Francisco in 1986. Everyone thought it was in Philadelphia, and some of the Eagles were minted at West Point, the alternative site. But guess what? That information was released last year that all these coins were minted in San Francisco. And all these labels, like the one that I showed you here, they weren't specific enough here. They didn't say struck at San Francisco. If you look at over here, this may be too small here, but this card, or excuse me, this was minted at San Francisco according to the label, and it also has the chief engraver Mercanti. And if you look at the population size of it, it's completely smaller than the 162,000 Silver Eagles that were minted as a MS69 or graded as a MS69. Over here, this is a MS69, like a PSA 9, still not the highest grade, and it has a signature. So the way that I look at it is, okay, there's a limitation of this population of this eagle that is signed, right? And I believe the population is 768 of MS69. compared to a population size of 162,000. So if you look at this, that is scarcity. When you have a low population size, when most of the labels are not accurate. So in my opinion, as the card market here gets overheated, people continue to chase this, and not many people are looking at what I believe is scarce, and the market hasn't priced this in, obviously, because silver is still low at $27. What happens when silver goes higher? Obviously, people are going to go into Eagles, and in my opinion, there's going to be a shift, when people think it's frothy, the card market, and I think it'll still go higher for the next few years, and then it'll crash, and then it'll be a good buying opportunity for sports cards again. I think there's going to be a shift from these sports cards that are overvalued into collectibles that haven't seen a price appreciation. And there could be some cards as well, I was looking at some, I have it right here, an Elvis card, Elvis has a documentary coming out in the next, year, I believe? This is a PSA 6. I only got this for $13. So, long story short about PSA. PSA now charges $50 per grading the card, and then you have to ship it out, and you have to pay for the card. So, if I'm getting a PSA 6 for only $13 shipped about, while it costs me, $70 to grade the card, and what if I get a PSA 6? Well, I could get it right now on eBay without paying all the grading fees. Just buy it from some dude who's selling it under the market, in my opinion. So that's what I'm looking at. So you're going to see probably a shift from these high-end cards to other collectibles, because collectibles are in a bull market right now that haven't seen that much demand. And in my opinion, I think that's the next catch. And, a lot of people in the silver community don't talk about graded coins because, in the past, there was no point of buying graded coins unless you bought a super rare graded coin, which was a MS70 or PCGS 70, or MS70, excuse me. Whether if it's for NGC or whether you're buying a high-end graded card for PCGS or graded coin for PCGS. So, and the big YouTubers, I'm not hating on any of them, but they talk about stacking silver, and now I think it'll be time to stack graded silver bullion, Eagles, but you have to look at specifically a high graded bullion, in my opinion, and also the ones that struck at San Francisco in the 80s, year 1 or year 2, 86 or 87. And it may just take a few of these bigger channels, whether it's Silver Doctors, Gregory Mannarino, who's now on, he went on InfoWars the other day, SGT Report, he's not on YouTube anymore, but he still has a large following on his website. So if you get one of these big channels to, say, buy graded silver, I think, it could propel the market higher. Last year, this guy, Gary V, he's good at finding trends, and he told his followers that I think cards are going to be on fire, and he was absolutely right. I was buying cards before then, and I was still buying, what I felt were undervalued cards after he made that announcement as well, like a Mayweather BGS 9.5 and his rookie card. So I think there are more opportunities in the collectibles industry market, and I want you guys to let me know what you think, because there's a lot of people, I've seen older videos that didn't talk about, or that not bash, but they criticize buying graded coins. But I think this may be the time to buy graded silver. I want you guys to let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, thanks. Bye.